Okay guys, so I'm starting with NYX Orange Concealer. This is something that I will explain later on in a foundation routine that I'm recording. This is just something to balance off any blemishes or dark marks or hyperpigmentation that you may have. This is especially helpful if you are darker skin as myself. It just helps to balance the darkness and kind of even out the skin a bit more. As you guys can see here, even up close you can't really see too much of the orange because it's already kind of melted into my skin and kind of neutralized to match the tone while also concealing those blemishes. I have a video on how I do my brows. I can leave it in the description box below if you guys are interested. It's just a little bit more detailed and it shows you the steps of what I do to do my brows every day. The only difference in this video is that I did use 2 pencils instead of the brow powder. And I use a darker brown at the end of my brows and a lighter brown in the beginning just to give it like a natural gradient effect. Next, I'm just going to even out my lids. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Cool Tan. And these concealers are getting such high reviews and they're definitely, you know, worth it. They're awesome concealers, especially for the price point of about $2.99 each. That is a Wet n Wild palette from, I got it around the time of Halloween, but it's an amazing palette to use as a lid primer for eyeshadows, especially if you're going to use glitter. So expect to see that in other tutorials, especially for New Year's. I'm using another Wet n Wild palette. This one is the Fergie line, and I'm just using that light yellowy matte shade in addition to like a lighter pink with a bit of shimmer. And the palette is called Photo Op Eyeshadow. And as I said, it's from the Wet n Wild brand, but it's from their Fergie collaboration. And then I'm going to go with that peachish gold shade on the lid, and that almost matches my complexion, but it just has a little bit of shimmer in it. And I'm going to go in with the Sleek Makeup Au Natural palette, and I'm just going to use those shades to define my crease. I'm not looking to make this look smoky at all. I'm just going to use that just to define my crease, to bring some definition into the eyes. And with that same palette, I'm just going to go with that light gold shimmery color just into my tear duct, just to bring some more light into the eyes. You just want to be gentle and not too much of that, because you don't want anything to stand out. You kind of want it just to melt together without looking any one thing sticking out. So I did my eyeliner and with the lashes. And as I said, guys, I'll leave all the details of all the products that I use in the description box, so that if I haven't mentioned it here, you will find it in the description box. That is the CoverGirl Queen Collection foundations. I'm using the shade Brûlée around the perimeter and Amber Glow in the center of my face. Amber Glow is a little lighter, so I'm just using that in the center where I am naturally lighter, and Brûlée around the perimeter where most women of color are darker. So we do have natural highlights, and I'm just working with that right now in my skin tone. I'm going to go in with that same concealer, the same LA Girl concealer. This one, as I said, is in Cool Tan. And I'm just looking for a gentle highlight. I'm not looking for something that's just going to stick out too much, but I do want my skin to have those that natural highlight and what's the word? And contour, sorry. So I'm just looking for something that's just going to give me a light highlight, nothing that's just going to look too exaggerated and too defined. And it is an everyday look, and this is exactly what Kim Kardashian does. And this is how you can fake really polished makeup without looking like you're wearing a lot of makeup, is to make everything be there but not one thing stick out from the other. And I'm using the e.l.f. high definition powder, which is a shimmer powder, and I'm mixing it with a bit of Rimmel eyeshadow in the Stay Matte. And this one is actually a translucent powder, so I'm just using that to set my under eye or wherever I put the concealer, and using my powder brush just to blend everything together. And I'll do all of this in my foundation routine. I'll show you guys how I contour my nose as well. Kim is also very big on contouring her nose, because a lot of people always think that she has had a nose job, and to be honest, sometimes I look at it, I'm thinking, has she? But it's sometimes I think it's good makeup, but whatever. Yeah, that is definitely one of the things on her face that is always paid a lot of attention, is the contouring of her nose. And I'm just highlighted, actually contoured with the lighter, the middle shade of the CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer. And I'm using the darkest one now to just give a little bit more contour and definition into my cheeks. Once again, if you've ever looked at Kim's makeup, she always has kind of like one straight dark line just under her cheeks, and it's because it makes her cheeks look a lot plumper and a lot higher than it really is. And of course, highlighting is such a huge part of this look. Even the Queen Collection bronzers that I did use to contour, they do have a bit of shimmer in it. So highlighting is definitely a huge part of this look, but nothing that looks too out there, too stand out. Like, as you guys can see, I don't look shimmery, but I think I look radiant, but I don't look shiny. And that's what you want for daytime. You don't want something that's just going to be too matte, especially in the winter time. You can get away with being a lot more highlighted than usual. And here I'm just using a bronze pencil in the inner waterline of my eye, and this is also another signature Kim Kardashian makeup trick. And that is a lip liner by e.l.f. Cosmetics. I think the color is in Bark. And I'm just using that all over my lips just to give me a base. And I'm going to follow up with the NYX lip gloss. And I'm going to use leave the color of that lip gloss below, because I don't have that color with me right now. I don't know what it is. So that is the look, guys. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in my next video.